What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Willie Does Wrestling, back at it again with a brand new video. And today I am going to be reacting to myself. Today I'm going to be reacting to my WrestleMania 40 early card predictions video that I made all the way back in January. I think I made it like days before the Royal Rumble. No, I made it January 9th. And in this video, I gave my full card predictions to WrestleMania and matches that I thought at the time the matches were going to be. And I know based on memory that a few of these matches didn't happen. I think a few of them have. So essentially, we're going to be reacting to this video, and I'm going to give my reaction and my thoughts as to, you know, what matches I got right, what matches I got wrong, and like certain points that I might have made in the video that didn't come true at all. And basically reacting to myself being a complete doofus here today, and matches I got right and matches I got wrong. So yeah, basically I'm going to react to my video.
What is going on, ladies and
I'm not ready.
gentlemen?
I'm not done the intro. I'm not done the intro yet. But ladies and gentlemen, of course, if you are new here, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on. Be sure to tune into my show as well on cable television if you are in the Ontario, Canada region. If you have, also, thank you so much. But let's watch our WrestleMania 40 early card predictions, shall we?
This is your boy Willie Does Wrestling, back at it again with a brand new video. And it's WrestleMania season, so I thought that it would be fun if I did my early predictions for WrestleMania 40. Of course, WrestleMania 40, couple of months away. Of course, the Royal Rumble hasn't even happened yet, but
no, it was like 3 weeks away from happening.
I thought it'd be fun nonetheless to predict the WrestleMania card and maybe revisit this video when the official WrestleMania card comes to fruition.
Hi, I'm the guy revisiting this. I'm the guy from the future.
To see which ones I got right, which ones I got wrong, etc., etc.
I knew I was doing
last night I compiled a bit of a prediction / fantasy card. I'm going to read it to all of you, and I'm
all right, I know I keep pausing, and I promise not to do this a lot in the video, but that list that I compiled, I made it at no joke at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning when I was laying in bed. Literally. I made that at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. This was after work, and I was just like, well, I'm not tired yet, so fuck it. I'm going to make a WrestleMania predictions list, and then I'm going to make a video on it. So that was what happened.
I'm going to explain why I think all these matches will happen. Do keep in mind, because I feel like I have to preface this, these are my predictions. They are in no way a leaked card. I can assure you only like a few of these matches might actually happen.
I was right.
I'm in no way a false leaker. These are my predictions, okay?
Yeah, the reason why I say that and it's like I'm not a false leaker is because I swear some accounts on the IWC are absolute retards, man. Because they'll believe just about anything. Even if you say that this is your fantasy booking or if this is your predictions, they'll be like, no, this is the real card. And you're there like, no, these are just matches that I want or think will happen, dog.
Because I question the sanity of some wrestling fans.
See, there you go.
I need to preface, this is not the official card, okay? Go outside. Anyways, so I'm going to read you my fantasy card. Of course, I'm going off night 1 and night 2. So we're going to read off night 1. I've done 6 matches each night.
Yep.
Not counting any kickoff matches or anything like that. I don't really care about kickoff matches. So
I don't even think they even do kickoff matches anymore either. That was why I didn't do them.
It's just 6 matches each. So this is night 1. I'm going to kick it off with the men's WrestleMania showcase for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. That's right. So instead of a pointless fatal 4-way match that they called a WrestleMania showcase last year. I want these WrestleMania showcases to be for the tag team titles. So night 1, we'll have the men's. I have the Judgment Day defending the tag team titles against DIY, the Street Profits, and the Creed brothers, obviously. So I was half right with the Judgment Day walking in as the tag team champions, and that this match should showcase tag teams in the men's divisions in WWE. However, what I got dead wrong was that instead of 4 teams in a 4-team sort of pinfall match, it's 6 teams in a ladder match. I was also right with Judgment Day and DIY. I was wrong with the Creeds, and we don't know about the Street Profits because right now, I think as of right now, it's Judgment Day, DIY, The New Day, and The Awesome Truth with 2 teams from SmackDown left. So, yeah, no, I was wrong with this one. I thought they were going to revisit the WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way matches, but no, it wasn't. So, I'll take the L because, quite honestly, I want to see how a 6-team ladder match at WrestleMania is going to be, especially since they're for the undisputed tag team titles. Like, is one team going to grab the Raw belts, or one team going to grab the SmackDown belts, and we can finally get the tag team titles split? I would love that. But yeah, no, I got it wrong. It wasn't a fatal 4-way. It's a 6-team ladder match, and I'm not mad at that by any means. I'll skip the really need that WrestleMania. You protect the Judgment. The Street Profits from SmackDown titles again. Been lacking that because they're overexposed. They're obviously gonna have them lose.
My point still stands that the Judgment Day is overexposed
at Mania. So my first match is Judgment Day defending the tag team titles against DIY, the Street Profits, and the Creed brothers in a fatal 4-way match.
It's a shame because the Creed brothers could have been in that match instead of the New Day. I am very mad about that.
I have the women's world title. Rhea Ripley defends against Becky Lynch. I feel
yes, I got that right. Listen, I know all the Liv Morgan fans are still mad about this. Oh, you could have made it a triple threat, man. Liv Morgan deserves it, man. No, she does not. For WrestleMania 40, I felt and still feel like Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch was the match that they were planning for much of this year because they were teasing the fuck out of this. So that was why I thought, okay, this is definitely going to happen. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. And I think I said this here where I knew that Becky was going to win the Elimination Chamber because Bayley was obviously winning the Royal Rumble. And especially since out of anyone in the Raw Women's Division, Becky Lynch was really the only one besides Nia Jax that really seemed like a threat to Rhea's title reign. Because Liv Morgan, let's be honest, she's hot and that's it, okay? Not saying her in-ring skills suck, but do you really think she's a believable threat to Rhea Ripley? Nah. So that was why I knew it was going to be Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley.
I feel like it's the most obvious one. I know everyone will probably want Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, but in my honest opinion, I feel like the big money match at WrestleMania has to be Rhea versus Becky. They've been building it. Well, they've been teasing it a couple of times throughout 2023. Exactly. And if they weren't going to fight at Mania, they would have fought by now. I don't know if Rhea will specifically drop the belt at Mania to Becky, but either way, it will probably be the match of the night for night 1. And yeah, I just feel like they're 2 women stars. Whether you have Rhea go over, you have Becky dethrone Rhea, I feel like that would be a good enough match for WrestleMania 40.
So, double points for that. I didn't predict that Becky was going to win the Chamber. I was just like, yeah, this is going to happen. And it is right now, at least for right now, it's 1-on-1 Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch women's world title. So
I have Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn as just
oh, how easy the world was before CM Punk got injured, man. Oh, did I really think that? Well, this was before the player hater Drew McIntyre. This was before the Drew McIntyre that everybody loved, and this was before Punk got injured at the Royal Rumble. I really thought, I think I said that because I thought like it was just going to be a match to fill up the card and put Sammy in on Mania. Boy, little did I know that both men that I just mentioned there are getting title matches at WrestleMania. Obviously, Sami Zayn's going after Gunther for the IC title, and Drew McIntyre's going after Rollins for the world title. So I think those two outcomes were better than the fucking filler match that I came up with almost 3 months ago. Being like, yeah, that's completely fine. Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, 1-on-1. Are you serious, man? I'm never gonna live that down, bro. Never
just a
gonna live
rubber
that down.
match. I mean, yeah, they've been feuding for a little bit and they've had a bunch of matches together, but come on. You want to see that match one more time? McIntyre and Sammy?
I didn't even take it seriously.
Come
back
on,
then.
man, I have the...
And that was all I had to say about that. I didn't even take it seriously back then because I didn't... Well, it's not that I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought WWE was going to do the whole, yeah, McIntyre and Sammy have been fighting for a while. You want to see that one more time? There you go.
United States Championship, Logan Paul defending against LA Knight.
Fuck. Nope. Everyone thought this was going to happen. I got the Logan Paul defending the United States title right. Excuse me. But LA Knight, no. Obviously, completely broken. What's actually happening is Logan Paul is defending the United States Championship in a triple threat match against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And I think I have another match that I predicted Randy Orton to be in too. And then LA Knight is going 1-on-1 with AJ Styles. And I know that not a lot of people like the fact that LA Knight's going against AJ Styles at WrestleMania. I am personally not mad by it, but I thought at the time LA Knight was getting like absolutely built to be this main event star, and I thought they were going to give him this first title win, which was the United States title. I know he was $1 million champion in NXT, folks, but no, it didn't happen. And especially since like around like Money in the Bank time, they were teasing a 1-on-1 feud between Logan Paul and LA Knight. It didn't fucking happen. But you know what? Listen, maybe it's just the biased fan in me, but I am completely fine with AJ and LA Knight, and I'm completely fine with Logan KO Orton. So, I don't know. Everyone else can sound off in the comments, but I'm not personally mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Oh, fuck, I muted myself. Okay. Let's go. I feel like this is the match where LA Knight needs to win the US title, and especially in a WrestleMania crowd, because for the past few weeks, LA Knight's popularity, I've really started to notice, it started to go down drastically, and I think that having LA Knight win the United States Championship from Logan Paul at WrestleMania 40 would help his career tremendously. And you could, give these guys a fire match. Obviously, Logan Paul will get that WrestleMania spotlight. Why not have him do it as the United States champion? Give these guys a fire match, and then LA Knight dethrones Logan Paul. The fans will go electric. They're not going to go electric anymore. LA Knight. Nope.
So I have Logan Paul versus LA Knight for the United States Championship. I have Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa, and I
No fucking way, dog. Man. Okay, I'm going to try to find my explanation for why I probably thought this. Obviously, this was January. This was kind of like fresh off Randy Orton's return. He was kind of feuding with the Bloodline because he was in that big fatal four-way match at the Rumble. I thought that maybe Orton was going to get screwed at the Rumble by Solo, and Randy was going to get so mad about it. Solo's like the one member of the Bloodline that Randy didn't really like interact with that much, and especially since Solo was coming off that win against John Cena at Crown Jewel, that I thought that they were going to give Solo that big Mania match against Randy as well, whether or not WWE would have had Solo go over against Randy or have Randy beat Solo. I thought that match was going to happen, but nope. Solo Randy Orton is fighting for the US title in that triple threat match that I previously mentioned. And Solo, for the second year in a row, is, at least as of this recording, doing jack fucking shit. And I think that's stupid, because why did we give Solo that big win over John Cena if he isn't going to do anything? It was a lot like Austin Theory, where, Solo beat Cena, now he's doing jack shit. And we've seen Orton versus Sikoa a couple times already, but yeah, now we know that Orton versus Sikoa definitely not happening at Mania 40.
know this might be a little bit weird for me to pick this match. But the reason why I have Solo against Randy is because it seems like maybe they're going to want Solo to really be built as the tribal heir. And of course, Randy Orton's past issues with the bloodline never really met up with Solo. So giving Solo a big singles match against Randy Orton, a guy who's still in ring shape, let's be real. I think giving those two the WrestleMania spotlight and continuing the Randy Orton and Bloodline drama, I feel like that can add up, especially if Solo costs Randy specifically the Undisputed Championship at the Royal Rumble.
I don't remember if he did, but I think Solo just costed all of them. LA Knight, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton. But yeah, no. If only. If only.
In that big fatal four-way, I feel like that would be a good match. So I booked Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa. And then obviously the main event of night one for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, here we go.
This one's probably going to be the most obvious of them all. Seth Rollins defending against CM Punk.
The most obvious one of them all, according to me, 2 months ago, isn't happening because Punk got injured. I never would have thought that, this match wouldn't be happening, but let's be real, CM Punk is kind of injury prone. And listen, man, in hindsight, I was kind of upset that CM Punk, isn't going to face Rollins at Mania. It's a big dream match, but I'm going to be real with y'all. Drew McIntyre in this new player hater gimmick that they're doing, where McIntyre's like this obsessed dude who wants the world title so bad and is mad at Rollins for getting focused on the whole bloodline Cody shit. I feel like this is the best time in McIntyre's career right now. And honestly, I am completely fine now with Rollins McIntyre part 752 at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. So I know Punk stands. We're not going to celebrate at Mania, but oh well. And also, I said that this was going to happen in night one. No, not going to happen, because Rollins is going to be in that tag match with Cody Rhodes against Roman Reigns and The Rock. And I didn't book The Rock here because In January, I didn't fucking think The Rock was going to be anywhere near WrestleMania. I don't even think The Rock was on the TKO board at the time. So, yeah, no, this video aged like milk. I think the only match I got right so far was Rhea Ripley. Yeah, the only match I got right so far was Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch, women's world title.
Drew McIntyre at Elimination Chamber, and then this is the big money match of WrestleMania. I also believe that maybe CM Punk dethrones Seth Rollins.
Nope. No. If anything, Punk dethrones McIntyre at SummerSlam now.
For the World Heavyweight Championship, but this is a dream match that everyone has wanted to see, especially when Seth Rollins was really rising.
Yeah, and I know that Rollins and Punk went at it in like 2013, 2014 when Rollins was still in the Shield, okay? I know.
As a singles competitor after the Shield, and the fact that this match is basically going to happen is incredible.
It is not incredible, and it's not gonna happen. Skip.
Rumble. I don't give a fuck if The Rock competes at WrestleMania. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk needs to be the main event.
Wait, what the fuck did I say if I don't give a fuck if The Rock competes at WrestleMania? What did I say?
It's at WrestleMania. Seth Rollins War.
Hold on.
This has to be the main event of night one. I don't give a fuck who wins the Women's Royal Rumble. I don't give a fuck if The Rock competes at WrestleMania. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk needs to be the main event.
So I guess I was just talking out of my ass because I didn't. Well, technically, Seth Rollins is in the main event of night one, just not in the match that everybody thought.
Night one. So yeah, this is the most obvious of them all. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Obviously, they'll keep the belt on Rollins. They seem to love Seth Rollins over there.
Okay, I was right.
Then we move on to night two, and I'm kicking off with the WrestleMania showcase for the women's tag team titles. I have Katana Chance and Kaden Carter versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus the Kabuki Warriors and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven.
So I predicted two different WrestleMania showcase matches for both the men's and women's tag team titles. Now, as of right now, there's nothing for the women's tag team titles at WrestleMania, at least as of this recording. Right now, the belts are on the Kabuki Warriors, which I think I said later on in the video that I predicted. Because right now, I think at that point it was Katana Chance and Kaden Carter who were the tag team champions. Or Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. It was one of those two teams. And yeah, now it's the Kabuki Warriors. I don't know what they would probably do with the Kabuki Warriors if they're going to be at WrestleMania. I know a lot of people are probably predicting that the Kabuki Warriors will probably face Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Or a lot of people are saying that it's going to be Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane taking on Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi in a 6-woman tag team match. Something I wouldn't mind as well. Of course, you know, if Jade Cargill needs more training, if Jade Cargill needs the, you know, experience and the rub from fellow veterans like Bianca and Naomi, I wouldn't mind that as well. And yeah, it would be a shame. It would be the second WrestleMania in a row where the women's tag team titles have been reduced to a 6-woman tag team match. But you know what? I wouldn't mind that as well. But yeah, no, the women, as of right now, the women's tag team titles are not being defended on WrestleMania 40, which means the only match so far, again, still, that I got right is Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Holy shit, I am so bad at this.
Sorry, 4 comes that are the most likely to compete in a WrestleMania showcase if they are doing showcases for the women's tag team titles. You could have Kaden Carter and Katana Chance keep the titles until Mania. You can make the Kabuki Warriors win the women's tag team titles and go into WrestleMania as the champs.
And I guess they are.
Hell, you can even give it to Shayna and Zoe. Who cares? But
I want Shayna and Zoe to be tag team champions, though. They are amazing competitors.
I feel they'll probably fucking yell at Adam Pearce to get in that match. But those are the 4 teams that I'm the most. I think it would be a good kickoff match, give the women some spotlight. And yeah, I think
didn't
it's
expect
a
to talk
very
about the
decent,
women's tag team titles this
decent
long.
match. Then we go to Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar.
This pisses me off, okay? I thought this was happening at WrestleMania, and let me tell you why. I thought that when Mysterio was injured, this was just going to write him off TV and not even bring him back until like 2 or 3 weeks before Mania, get in this big exchange against Santos Escobar, and we were going to get the mask versus hair match that Rey wanted to do with him versus Dominic. But no, that is not going to happen, and that's absolutely stupid in my opinion. Now we're getting Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar. I'm pretty sure this Friday on SmackDown in just a random match. Now they could still do Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar at WrestleMania if it's just like a, if the match on Friday ends in a disqualification or anything like that. But as of right now, it doesn't really seem that Rey versus Santos is happening at all at WrestleMania, and that's pissing me off because it's Latino versus Latino. It's the past versus the present / future, and no.
I think Rey Mysterio will come back from injury, whether it's kayfabe or legitimate, maybe at the Royal Rumble, and then it will build up to a big Latino match at WrestleMania, Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar.
On SmackDown.
You could even have it be a hair versus mask match. It really doesn't matter, but these two would kill it. Okay, and Santos Escobar would get so much focus, and a WrestleMania match would do wonders for a singles career. I'm glad that Santos is really getting that focus, and I think it deserves to happen at WrestleMania. I don't think it deserves to happen at Elimination Chamber or a random episode of SmackDown.
Even I knew that was a possibility. Even I knew at that point it was a possibility that it would either happen at the Chamber or a random episode of SmackDown. It's happening on a random episode of SmackDown. You go, Willie, from 2 months ago.
Give Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar that match at WrestleMania. Then we obviously have Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso.
Make that 2 matches I got right. But that was obvious too. That was obvious too. Feels like the more obvious matches I'm going to get right. Yeah, it is confirmed. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania. Battle of the Usos. Battle of the Usos, if you really want to call it that. And I know a lot of people are saying that the build-up to Jey versus Jimmy is bad. But I'm not mad at it. They're on separate brands, so all it would take is for both people to invade their brand, whatever you want to do. I know a lot of people probably want Rikishi to be the special guest referee at WrestleMania as well. I wouldn't be mad at that, but honestly, I would say since both men have similar movesets, I say make it a tribal combat match. Make it tribal combat. Make it Jey versus Jimmy, no holds barred, fucking no disqualification, what have you, and have them kill it. Have them kill each other. Let's do that.
And yeah, I mean, they've said for years that if they're going to have a singles match, it needs to happen at WrestleMania. And since it's been so long since these two have interacted, I feel like it's only fitting that
if you heard the do-do-do-do, it was when I was recording this. And if you saw my eyes there 2 seconds ago, I was looking at the bottom of my screen to see if the video was still recording.
I feel like it's only fitting.
Yeah, those were my eyes. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And it was an antivirus little advertisement for my computer. Like I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was talking about antivirus. I already have an antivirus, so I just clicked it off and I was like, fuck that.
Jey and Jimmy happens at WrestleMania. How you would do that, who knows? But I feel like it makes the most sense for Jey and Jimmy to happen at WrestleMania. I would even go so far as to have this as the co-main event of the show.
Yeah.
Because this is the greatest tag team in WWE history, and they're not a thing anymore. And whether or not you have the Usos retire after this match, or maybe they reunite after the match, who knows? But Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso is on my pick for WrestleMania. Then we got for the Women's Championship, Io Sky defends against Bayley. I mean, come on. Three I got right. I got three right. I got Rhea versus Becky. I got Jay versus Jimmy. And then I got Io versus Bayley. I forget what I said on the heel turn part of it, but you know it's right. The seeds were planted at the time, and I think this was also around the time where Io, Asuka, and Kairi and Dakota were like starting to like exclude Bayley from shit. And they were hinting at the heel turn, so it was pretty obvious that like this match was going to happen and that Bayley was going to win the Royal Rumble as well. Something I'm not mad at. Bayley deserves it. She's done everything except win a Royal Rumble, so give it to her. So, I'm not mad at that at all. Damage Control teases Bayley not being favored. Bayley, I think, is my pick to win the Women's Royal Rumble. And she did. Double points. And then I think since Damage Control will be threatened by Bayley, they betray her. Triple points. And then Bayley's like, well, fine, I was going to pick Rhea Ripley, but you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm picking Io to... And she did. She even said I would pick Rhea, but screw you. You were talking about me behind my back. To challenge for her women's title. And
quadruple point.
These two would have a banger match, okay? I think these two would have a banger match for the women's championship. I don't really care who would win this between Io Sky and Bayley. I mean, Bayley really needs a women's title reign, I feel. Like she hasn't had that star power in quite some time. Ever since she came back from injury, she just seemed like a manager or even a jobber at some point. So, that was mean to Bayley. I think Bayley winning the Royal Rumble and challenging Io Sky for the women's title would bring her career more to a revival and maybe even have Bayley win the women's championship. I mean, why the hell not, right? Then I got for the Intercontinental Championship a massive dream match that got teased in the 2023 Royal Rumble. I got Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. If you know, you know why this match isn't happening. I feel like I shouldn't talk about why Gunther versus, well, the guy that's now trying to be erased from history. But if I'm going to talk about Chris Benoit in a video, I might as well talk about good old Brocky boy. Yeah, I know he was mentioned in some allegations, and WWE are trying to distance themselves from Brock, and it was originally planned to be Brock versus Gunther for the IC title. They were even planning for like Brock versus Dom at the Elimination Chamber. Brock just squashing Dom, and then, I think they even planned for, Dom to eliminate Brock from the Royal Rumble, and then Brock challenge Gunther at WrestleMania. And nope, now it's Gunther versus Sammy. So that big dream match, the two big meaty men slapping meat, ain't going to happen. So I'm going to skip as Walter. Not this match. I guess I could really see them probably do a Intercontinental Championship ladder match and maybe have Gunther. Double wrong. Gunther. Holy Brock's retirement. Yeah, I mean, what more can I say? And especially having Gunther beat Brock. Holy shit, I talked a lot about this. Yeah, a main event level player. The guy, definite future Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus... Come on, guys. It's Cody Rhodes. I got the main event right. I think that's 4. 4 I got right. Io versus Bayley. Jay versus Jimmy. Rhea versus Becky. And Roman. Cody. That's 4. I liked how I also did the pause because this was also during the time because Rock came back at day 1. And people were like, well, this means that Rock and Roman are going one-on-one. So that was why I did, for the Undisputed Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
And I was right. I was right. But we were worried there for a second because for a week or two we thought that Cody got robbed with The Rock. So, oh well, we'll wait till next year for the big dream match between Roman versus Rock. So, hopefully it's not for the title. I see a lot of Roman Reigns stands on my fucking timeline and I hate it, saying that, oh my god, well, Roman's going to retain. The bloodline's going to help him. Seth Rollins is going to turn on Cody and all that shit. Like, Roman Reigns fans know Roman's losing at WrestleMania 40. They're running on pure copium, as Will Ferris would call it. They're running on pure copium because they know that Roman's going to lose, okay? I will fucking die if Roman does not lose at WrestleMania 40. But I'm glad that I got the main one right. But I didn't know that they would do a whole ass tag match too on the side where Roman, Cody, and Seth are basically going to play double duty. So it is what it is. This Mania 40 road was fucked. It's got to be Cody Rhodes facing Roman Reigns in a rematch for the Universal Championship. Obviously, since CM Punk will win the Royal Rumble, I think Cody... I got that wrong! Oh. Punk, why did you have to get injured, dog? The one time I believed in CM Punk, he got injured. The one time on this channel where I'm like, Punk's gonna do something great. He lets me down. You wonder why I made a whole playlist on the CM Punk saga. That's why. I'm joking, okay? I'm joking. Cody Rhodes will win an Elimination Chamber match to earn the right to challenge Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. And Cody needs to win this, okay? Cody needs to win the Undisputed Universal Championship. He needs to finish the story because otherwise I wouldn't see the point in running this match back. And we need a full-time Undisputed Champion. Cody can... Yeah, see, like, this is why. Because what would be the point on having Cody win 2 Royal Rumbles? Like, here's the thing, Roman stans. What would be the point in Cody Rhodes winning 2 Royal Rumbles? And also going through the fucking pointless tag team match if he's not going to win at WrestleMania? Because it would just be the biggest waste of time to just do 2 clean sweeps in 2 years. I just feel like it's basically blatantly obvious that Cody's going to win the belt at WrestleMania 40. We are 2 weeks away from the abysmal reign of Roman Reigns. And here's the thing, right? I see a lot of people get absolutely, like, mad because they're like, no, they're not going to have they're not going to have Roman lose to Cody. Roman needs to hit Hulk Hogan's record. What, Hulk Hogan's record of 3rd place of the longest WWE title reigns of all time? Do you think Triple H cares about a 3rd place reign? I don't give a fuck what Hogan did in the past. WWE, like, not everything's about breaking records, dog. The fact that we had a champion that had over 1,000 days as champion, wasn't that good enough? You know? Like, Roman's had the belt for way too long. It's getting stale. It got stale 2 years ago, let's be honest. We didn't need a title unification as well, and I feel like a part-time champion is never a good thing in WWE. So that was why I said Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania. I was like, no. There would be no point in... And that's it, because I already said the last match, so I'm not even gonna bother. Holy shit, I went on here for 39 minutes. But basically, that's true. You know what I mean? If we're going to do Roman versus Cody again, why the fuck would we have Cody lose again? If Cody loses again, I swear to fucking God, I will be so goddamn mad. I will be so fucking livid. I was livid last year. If you saw my WrestleMania Night 2 review and my Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania review with Dylan of the Last Week in Wrestling podcast. If you saw that last year, I was livid. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this video here because I've already talked for way too long. That was me reacting to the WrestleMania 40 predictions video that I made all the way back in January 9th. If you like the video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on. I hope you enjoyed me laughing at myself for getting the majority of the card I came up with wrong. But ladies and gentlemen, are you looking forward to WrestleMania 40? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you want Roman's abysmal reign to end, or do you want Roman to break third place? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. If you are new here, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on. If you guys watch my TV show, Willie Does Wrestling, on Rogers TV in Ontario, Canada, thank you guys so much. It means the absolute world to me, as always. Until next time, guys, this has been your boy, Willie Does Wrestling. I'll see you in the next video. Be good, people, and peace.